Welcome everybody back to the Mabee Observatory here at Bethel College. My name is Cade MacArthur, and right now it's eclipse season. Eclipse season is where the Earth and the Moon are in the right spots for eclipses to happen. We'll first be going over the April 8th eclipse, and then we'll move on to the planets and our night sky for the month of April. Then we will take a look at some of our images that we took of our new comet in the sky, 12P Pons-Brooks. Starting at 12:30 p.m. on April 8th is when the eclipse will begin here in Newton, Kansas. It will continue to cover the sun until about 1:50, where it will reach its maximum for us. Nearly 85% of the sun will be covered for us during this event, and you will likely notice some changes if you really pay attention. Even though the sun will be mostly covered, it won't be as dark as you expect. However, you will find that the shadows around you will be quite different. Take a look at these shadows cast by some of the trees during the last total solar eclipse in 2017. Notice how they make a crescent shape, mimicking the phase of the eclipse overhead. You can use these to track the progression of the eclipse. This is similar to how our solar observer works at the observatory, and you can find it outside during the eclipse. There might also be a slight temperature drop experienced throughout the eclipse, but it will probably be too small to notice. For those in the path of totality in this red line, during totality you may see Comet Pons-Brooks near the sun as well. The Bethel College Observatory will be open starting at 12:30 p.m. April 8th to view the eclipse. While we won't be experiencing totality here in Kansas, a solar eclipse in the Americas like this is quite rare, usually only coming every 40 years or so. So be sure not to miss out on this opportunity. Moving on, did you know that solar and lunar eclipses happen usually within a month of each other? This is because of the position of the orbits of the moon and the Earth. If you remember back to our video on the hybrid eclipse last fall, I talked about how the moon's orbit is not completely aligned with the sun. In fact, it is tilted at about a 5-degree angle. You can see in this handy diagram that there are only certain times during the orbits of the Earth and the Moon where the Moon will have a chance to either A. obscure the Sun during a solar eclipse, or B. be obscured by the Earth in a lunar eclipse. Anytime other than these nodes, the Moon is either too high or too low in its orbit. The stretch of time where the Moon has an opportunity to obscure or be obscured is called eclipse season. Moving on to night sky observation, April will be a pretty quiet month. Since we're on the opposite side of the sun of just about every other planet currently, it makes observation of many planets nearly impossible. The only planets that we could see during the evening and the night hours are Jupiter, which is still high and bright in the sky, and Uranus, which require binoculars or a telescope to even see. During the evening of March 28th, we opened our doors at the observatory to observe comet 12P Pons-Brooks. This comet is a periodic comet similar to the famous Halley's Comet and was discovered in 1812 by Jean Louis Pons. We were able to get some great images out of our observations, and we were even able to see it through our telescope and with some binoculars on the deck. You can see it sports two tails in this image being created by the solar wind from the sun. If you want to observe it for yourself, you will need a pair of binoculars and an observing app such as Night Sky X on your iPhone or Stellarium on your computer to track where it is in the night sky. For the next several days, it will stay near the Aries constellation during the evening before setting shortly after. But that's about all I have here for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to come up to the observatory on the top floor of the Cerebral Science Center April 8th at 12:30 p.m. to view the eclipse. I hope to see you there, and I will see you all next time.